Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today, Live Music Nation podcast. I'm your host, Jake Gill. Today we are with Destiny. She's from T&C Fiesta. Thanks for joining us, Destiny.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
And you're being a trooper. You said you're home from school today, 6. So give us a little background on you, Destiny. Where did you grow up? And talk a little bit about your career and then your position with T&C Fiesta.
Okay. I grew up in New Mexico, primarily Truth or Consequences, which is a small town in between Albuquerque and El Paso. I'm a high school science teacher and going back to college for my teaching license. And I've been working with the Fiesta board for the past 20 or so years, putting on an annual celebration.
Okay. All right. So Destiny, let me ask you these questions. People that are going to visit this year for the first time, when they step on the grounds, what does the Fiesta look like?
So it's a 3-day weekend celebration. It actually it starts on a Friday night. We have a Mr. Fiesta competition, live music, downtown street.
Wait, go back. What's a Mr. Fiesta competition?
Well, so it began as a Miss Fiesta tradition. Well, let me start at the beginning real quick. In 1950, Ralph Edwards and Bob Barker were hosts of the radio show called Truth or Consequences.
Right.
They gave a challenge to a small town in the United States to change their name as a joke on April Fool's Day in 1950. Well, we won that honor and we actually changed our name to Truth or Consequences. And so Ralph Edwards and a slew of celebrities came down and partied in Truth or Consequences for a whole month. And ever since then, it's been a tradition. The first weekend in May, this is our 72nd annual Truth or Consequences Fiesta. So
wow, that's incredible. Yeah, I didn't know that story. Okay, so back to Mr. Fiesta. What's that about?
So as part of the big celebration, they had a Miss Fiesta competition, which has been going on for 70 years. Last year we thought, why does it have to just be Miss Fiesta? We put together a Mr. Fiesta competition that was awesome and had a huge success. And so we're going to put on another one this year. That's our kickoff. We'll have a beer garden and live music to follow, street dance, that kind of stuff.
So what does the competition include?
So it's, it's however anyone wants to interpret it. We had one Mr. contestant dress up as Freddie Mercury from Queen and perform a remix of his Live Aid concert. We had another one who was the manager of Del Taco and wore a prom dress and did a kind of not a strip dance, but kind of a stripper dance, I guess. Anyways, they just different guys competing in different ways. It's all for fun. It's to raise money for Miss Fiesta scholarships for the ladies who compete so they can get scholarships and prizes for college. So it's
there you go. Okay, so let's move on. So now we've got the Mr. Fiesta pageant. What else do we have?
So Saturday morning is the big day. We kick off with a Fiesta parade, which goes through the length of downtown. It's really a big, huge parade that we usually have over 100 entrants, around 100 entrants. And we have sheriff's posses and different car clubs and all kinds of stuff, floats and stuff. Then we have games and vendors and music all day Saturday, cornhole tournament, basketball tournament, all kinds of stuff. We have duck races. We have, it's just like kind of a Fiesta celebration. There's different contests going on and different people playing music and different events. And then Saturday night, there's a huge street dance. We're actually just had a meeting last night. We don't know who our headliner is going to be yet, but we are going to get a headliner. We've had some fairly famous people in the past. I don't know off the top of my head because I was out of Fiesta for a few years, but we usually get a local band and then we usually get someone from New Mexico or El Paso, a big country music kind of thing. And there's a huge street dance Saturday night. That's a lot of fun. We have a rodeo. Sunday is kids fishing derby, volleyball tournaments, more music, vendors, games, that kind of stuff. It's just a whole weekend of celebrations.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Destiny, what is the importance for you? It's a lot of work putting these events on. You've been involved for 20 years. Why? Why? Why is your passion so strong for it?
Well, Ralph Edwards used to come to the fiestas, and as a kid, I remember meeting him and other celebrities that would come with him. Actually, Bob Barker came several times as well. So for me, it's more of like a historical and cultural tradition for our town. And when Ralph Edwards passed away in 98, I believe, or 98 was the last time he made it to Truth or Consequences, the whole program just kind of lost steam, and all the good old boys that had been working on it for the past 50 years were kind of like, we don't want to do it anymore. So I became involved as one of the younger patrons to kind of pick up the banner and try to make it as great as it used to be. So it is a lot of work, and there's not a lot of recognition, but we have a great group of volunteers, and we're always looking for more. But it's just, it is the one event, the signature event for Sierra County, New Mexico, is the Truth or Consequences Fiesta.
Yeah, it's incredible. You have a great story and a great event for sure. Destiny, I always ask these two questions in every interview that I do, because I am in live entertainment and live music. So first of all, what is the best concert you've ever seen in your entire life?
In my entire life, probably, oh my God, we went to Albuquerque. We saw Snoop Dogg and then the Chili Peppers.
Yes, perfect. Okay, so you could bring one musical act, dead or alive, to headline Truth or Consequences Fiesta. Who would you bring?
Wow. I think, it's some, Garth Brooks, George Strait, Brooks and Dunn, some big country music star like that. I mean, that would just be, because we're local downtown. I mean, honky tonk, cowboy boot rodeo kind of town. So something like that would be amazing.
That's perfect. Okay, how do people find out more about the TRC Fiesta?
So we have a couple of Facebook pages for Truth or Consequences Fiesta. We have a website, annualtrcfiesta.org. You could just put in a Google search. It's for anywhere near Sierra County, New Mexico, Truth or Consequences Fiesta. You can find us online. And we also have a trcfiesta@gmail is our email address. So yeah, people can reach out there for information on schedules, events, or to volunteer. So
perfect. Destiny, thank you so much for what you do for your community. I appreciate it.
Okay, I appreciate you, Jake. Thank you.
You
Have
bet.
a great day.
Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine.